Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I think this article or this piece of news is one of the, I don't want to say only times, but a few times when the German government, I think, worked in behalf of its people. Or the threats from the Russians were so big that they did not want to take the chance. And I'm talking about the delivery of the Taurus. That was Scalp, and then it was other garbage, Neptune. No, the Taurus missiles to Ukraine. If you remember, 2 days ago, there was an opposition politician in the Bundestag. I can't remember his name. I made a video on him 2 days ago, where he said that we, the Germans, we should provide Ukraine with Taurus missiles. Taurus missiles have a range of about 500 kilometers. That means Moscow is way within range if it's just they will be launched from the territory of Ukraine. And the Kerch Bridge could be easily targeted. Now, it seems like these Taurus missiles are better than the Scalp missiles, which not only as a distance, as a range, which is about 300 kilometers or so, 250 kilometers, if I remember correctly, something like that. But nevertheless, much shorter range than the Taurus. And the Germans said, yeah, we will send them. Yes, we will not send. And they say, no, all of a sudden the conversation just died. As I said, 2 days ago, this opposition guy came out and said, well, we should send them so the Ukrainians could potentially hit the Kerch Bridge. Now, that's super idiotic because the Russians told everyone, if the Kerch Bridge is destroyed, we were going to fuck you up. So the guy said, oh, let's vote about it. So today the Bundestag held a vote, and the vote was against sending the Taurus missiles to Ukraine. I think that's as a good decision for, I think, all sides, including the Ukrainians. Because if the Ukrainians would have received the Taurus missiles and used them either to hit Moscow or destroy the Kerch Bridge, I think the Russians would have just flattened Kiev. And they didn't do it so far. I'm talking about like that flattened. Like in the Second World War, in February in 1945, when the Allies destroyed Dresden and then Hamburg, tens of thousands of civilians were burned. Read about it if you're not aware of it. Yes, these guys, the good guys. Yeah, that's a war crime. Ukrainska Pravda. German Bundestag rejects opposition proposal to supply Taurus to Ukraine. This is Wednesday, the 17th of January, 2024. So this is how a Taurus missile looks like. Inert. What the hell? Inert is like stays. Okay, whatever. Not moving. Jesus, that's a interesting name of a missile. Inert, it doesn't move. The Bundestag has rejected the proposal of the Christian Democratic Union. So the Christians and Democratic, so these guys are both Christian and Democratic. So Christians turn the other cheek, love your neighbor, things like this, don't do to others if what you don't want to be done unto you, or something like that. Remember those? Okay. So the Christian Democrat Union, they said that they should supply that so they can kill or destroy the other side. I don't know what kind of Bible they read, but nevertheless, what do you expect nowadays? It's all inclusive garbage. I'm not talking about the Bible. I'm talking about the denominations who read the same Bible, which is clearly stating certain things, and they're all inclusive of all kind of this inclination, that this group, that group. No, the Bible clearly says many things. And I'm not going to go deeper into that. Many things, of course, many things, but what kind of things, I'm not going to get into it. I already got too far. So the Christian Democratic Union of Germany and the Christian Social Union, so even these guys, but both Christians want weapons for Ukraine so they can kill the other side. In Bavaria, opposition alliance to supply German Taurus cruise missiles to Ukraine. The proposal of the CDU/CSU parliamentary group, which directly calls on the federal government to supply Taurus, was rejected by a majority of votes. Congratulations, I guess. You just avoided destruction. MPs from the Greens, I call these guys communists or socialists, and the Free Democratic Party, is such a thing as Unfree Democratic Party, who have long insisted on such a supply in the coalition, motivated their refusal by the fact that the opposition's request was connected with a plenary debate on the annual report of the military commissar. I didn't know you have commissars over there. All right. For example, FDP MP Niels Günther explained, of course, and I'm quoting, the FDP parliamentary group is in favor of supplying Taurus, but I find it weak that we are holding this debate today amid the concern of our soldiers. It was also reported that the Greens accused the CDU and CSU of looking only for headlines, and I'm quoting, sadly, the current proposition of the CDU/CSU fraction is aimed solely at the tactical advantage in internal political debates in the Federative Republic of Germany, the Greens stated. The CDU and CSU already wanted to put the issue of the supply of Taurus missiles to a vote in the past, but the corresponding proposal was submitted to the committee by the coalition majority. Even if a majority of the Bundestag votes to supply Taurus, the federal government, in particular the Federal Security Council, has the final say on the arms exports. The German government continues to refuse to supply Taurus to Ukraine. I think that they were clearly briefed by the Russians saying, if you do that, we're going to do something bad to you. I don't know exactly what they said because I was not in the room when they click, clop. But nevertheless, I think that's what it is. I think the government knows something and the other guys are just playing politics. Because I think the roles would be reversed. I think the opposition would do the same thing, would vote against sending the Taurus to Ukraine. I don't think anything should have been sent to anybody. I think the war should not have started. Just they implemented the Minsk agreements or accords, and that would have avoided the garbage that they have over there right now. Nevertheless, there's other forces at play that unfortunately have so much power they can trash Ukraine and the Ukrainian nation in a war with their neighbors, good or bad. They're your neighbors. It's an idiotic proposition to have bad relationship with your neighbor, but be friends with the guy 8,000 miles away. That's idiotic, but what's not, right? Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.